Hello and welcome, this is Melskinner, and we're back with some more Into the Breach. We've been doing pretty well on the second island so far. We have managed to get all our objectives and all the battles we've done. Hopefully we can continue with that and get a perfect island. But before we do that, I have some changes I'd like to make. We got a new pilot here, and I think I'm going to use him as I think he'd do quite well in the laser mech. Now, if we replace the pilot that's in there so far, she is fully leveled up, whereas he is not. But the main thing we would lose is the one reactor power, which I put into this +1 movement, and he already has a skill unlocked, +1 mech move. So we wouldn't really lose any abilities that this mech would have, and we'd gain the move again after shooting, which I think is a pretty powerful ability, especially with the laser mech, as positioning is pretty important. We do have a reactor power sitting here, so I'd like to power that up. It does require one power. So I think we're going to remove her, put her over there, and we're going to put Archimedes in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use that one reactor core to give myself some power so that I can use that fire and forget. Because the laser mech gets a lot of action, I think we'll be able to level him up fairly quickly, hopefully. I think then all we need to do is replace this pilot here, who is not leveled up at all, with Nadia. I don't think I want to move Bethany around, so what do we want to put that power in? So I could remove the health and put this into +1 use, but honestly, I think we wait maybe until we get more power over here. So instead, I'll just put it into movement, so we'll have a little bit more mobility with this mech. It does fly around, so that could be useful. And in any case, we do have the power for later in case we do need it. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and pick our next fight. So we have this one, which I don't think I'd like to do. Do not kill the volatile Vec is kind of a harder objective. We have this one over here, destroy the dam, fairly easy. And then we have defensive shields, which help us out quite a bit. We have defend the artillery support and protect the power generator. I don't think we've seen the artillery support before. That might be interesting just to see what it's like. And then we have end the battle with less than 4 mech damage. Pretty hard to do with our crew, especially with the charge mech, and protect the coal plant. I think we do this one. As the rewards are greater than the archival flats, we could up our grid defense by 1%. And we'd also get the same corporate rep. So, and not only that, we get to see what this artillery support's all about. So let's go ahead and do it. So our technicians recently got an old Earth artillery battery up and running. Please make sure it survives the fight. Now, I can't tell. It might actually be able to move around. It's hard to say if that's a vehicle or not. It looks like a vehicle. Well, let's go ahead and hop in here. All right, so we're going to start with Archimedes. Let's go ahead and put him up front here. This guy's probably going to leap on us, so that's fine. Again, we can move after we shoot, so we can take care of him pretty easily. We'll put the charge mech over here just so we can line up maybe some other things. And then we'll put this guy, in the middle, more or less, so that we can do all kinds of things. All right, so this is going to be the power generator over here. Because it's on the edge of the map, it might be easier to defend. And then we have, let's see if we can click on this guy, old artillery. So he does have one movement, not a lot, and we'd be able to move a little bit. And then we've got the attack here. Not a super powerful attack, but hopefully we can make it work. All right, let's go ahead and confirm. Hopefully the leaper doesn't leap on the artillery. Of course it's going to do that. You're going to move there, and you're going to move there. Okay, well, if I know the game correctly, what would happen if we knocked this guy over is he'd kill himself by moving into the water. So all we really have to take care of now is this guy here. And I could use the artillery to kill this guy. So let's try that. So I'm going to move here. And then I'm going to punch him. I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference which type of attack I use. We'll do the punch. It kills him nonetheless. We get to have another move. I'm going to hold off on that for just now. Now, if I'm wrong, we will be able to move this guy here and then pull into the water anyway. But I'd like to see how this dynamic works. So I'm going to go ahead and move to here, and then we'll push. Okay, so he's just going to fall into the water. Okay, so you are going to move over. And we'll use the artillery to kill this guy. Okay, that's taken care of. Now, unfortunately, I cannot move to cover this with my... Maybe I should have moved this guy. Oh, no, I had to move him in line. I guess we could cover the shields here on some of these buildings that are nearby. Alternatively, I could move here and shield these two. I mean, this is our objective. Yeah, let's do that. We'll shield these two. I'm going to purposely take damage here so that we stop a spawn in. And that should be it. So he kills himself. Okay. Well, if I move here, I could laser beam this guy and do the two requisite damage. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom, you're dead. And if I could get it on a line, I could shield both of these guys, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I think instead we just sit on these spawners and more or less force the enemy not to get spawn-ins here. I mean, we have plenty of health to kind of absorb this damage. And that is only going to be one spawn-in. That'd be fairly easy to deal with. The artillery, we can move back a little bit and let us end the turn. We're going to take a little bit of damage here. Okay, you're going to do that to me. All right, I'm going to punch here, but I, of course, need to move my, my guy away. So I think what I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to shield these two so they don't take the damage again. And then I'll just pop this guy with my punch, because I don't want to do a laser beam, because that would damage things in line. Okay, he's taken out. And again, we'll stop these spawn-ins. We're shielded, so we won't take any damage. And... yeah, that looks good. I might want to move here instead, though, because an enemy spawning here is less likely going to be able to damage things than this guy. So I'll move there instead. Let's go ahead and end the turn. You can move still. So we'll move back still more so that we're, you know, out of the line of fire. Okay, let's end the turn. So we're going to stop 2 spawn-ins. So there's only going to be 3 enemy to deal with. Okay, well, if this guy doesn't move, we've got 2 killed. Okay, well, more or less the same thing here. I'm going to move to here. And we'll bop this guy with the charge. Okay. We may take fire damage, but we'll be fine. Then we move here. No, that's the wrong move. Move here. I have to think about this one. So, if I laser beam, I'm not going to kill this guy. But I might not have to. Yeah, I think we just laser beam like this will kill the one. This guy will be harmless anyway. If I had enough movement, I could pull him into the water, but unfortunately, I'm one shy of being able to do that. We can kill him with this, though, right? There we go. And then that's it. We did take fire damage. Okay, well, a nice easy victory. We get actually that gave us 2 power grid defense. Okay, so that will be the end of that bit for the island. Now we just have to do the corporate headquarters. So we have to destroy the Firefly leader and protect the corporate tower. Now, what kind of experience did we get here? Pretty good. As I said, we'll be able to ramp up our defense fairly fast. Okay, so pretty straightforward. We've done this kind of thing before. We've faced this enemy as well before, so this is going to be the guy that can shoot behind him and in front of him. So, all right, let's deploy. Well, I'm going to put my... Matter of fact, I'm tempted to put both of these guys kind of up here so that we can deal with the attacks that are more than likely going to happen. Let's put here just so that we can address something over here if we wanted to. And then I'll put you in back because we might have to shield these areas. So, okay, let's go ahead and confirm. So the leaper on the first turn is going to be a little bit problematic. Okay, so they have moved in a line for me. Okay. Alright, so if I punch this guy over here, he damages his own guy. I mean, he does 3 damage too, so that's going to do significant damage. We could also laser beam him once he's in this line. The only remaining problem then is this guy. We'd also stop the spawn in if I did that. I could shield this, so... the problem is we would still take the damage if I don't move this guy. We could move, we could pull, no, that wouldn't work. If I punched him, all that would do is move him to the side. I don't even know if I have the right angle for that. Yeah, I'd move him over here. So he'd take that damage again, but... I'm not sure if I can stop all the damage that's about... And that's going to be a lot of power grid damage that we're going to lose. So that's going to be 4 total. I mean, it's better than the 5 we'd be about to lose otherwise. I mean, I could shield this. Probably a good call. I mean, if I want to do the least amount of damage, or have the least amount of damage happen, then I would move my ram guy here. We'd kill this guy, which takes care of this damage here. We then would shield... Well, it takes care of... Well, we still take the damage. All right, well, let's do that move anyway. See, the trick is, if we're going to lose this, regardless of what I do, then why bother defending it? Unless he swipes, knocks it out, and then his shot comes in and knocks this down, because that would be catastrophic. So, all right, let's go ahead and I'll move here. We'll kill this guy. We'll block this. Now, what I could do is punch him in line of this guy. So we would take this damage. There's nothing I can do about that. We could block this damage, though. So let's punch him. I'd knock him in line of this. That would stop that damage. We can move, so I could move in front of the shot. One of the shots. He does a lot of damage, but we wouldn't die. Okay, I'll do that. I'll move in front of the shot. And then we'll block the other damage. Okay, I don't like that kind of taking that kind of damage, but it's better than the alternative. So we're not going to take any power grid damage, hopefully. Let's end the turn. So a lot of damage there. We don't want to take more than that. I should be able to kill... Well, look at that. Alright, well, we'll just kill him now. Okay. If... was gonna say, if I could move on the other side, I could laser beam them both, killing both. Well, no, it wouldn't kill both. He'll charge and kill him. So maybe just shield the building, preventing it from taking any damage. In that case, we should probably shield both buildings. And then we just maybe laser beam here to do damage. Okay, we're gonna shield both buildings. This guy will kill that guy, taking care of that. He'll also end up in the fire, which will burn him. Then we will laser beam to do as much damage as we possibly can to him. I can't step on top of anything, but I can move into a position that maybe we can tackle things better. So I'll move here. So he'll kill him, end up in the fire, burn a little bit, and we should be able to finish him off the next turn. So let's go ahead and end. Unfortunately, all the spawns are going to happen. Okay, so a little bit of health buff there. So he's on fire. Shields are going to take those damage. Okay. So I should be able to prevent a lot of this damage. Okay, so I punch this guy, takes care of the health. We can pull this guy away. This damage here doesn't really matter then because it will be blocked. What I might do is just pull him down here. Or push him down here. Once the health buff is removed, that will kill him anyway. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just punch this guy. I can't do a laser beam, unfortunately. We'll move out of the way so that I can properly pull. But for the meantime, I'm going to move here, and we'll knock that guy down. Okay. And then he might even stop the spawn in here, so that's good. Okay, now we need to move out of the way, so let's kind of move towards where the action's going to be, though, so that we can react to it. Okay, and then you are going to move here and pull him this way, so he will no longer do damage. All right, let's end the turn. Okay, fire. Gonna hit that. He's going to block, which is going to kill him. Okay, so now we only have to worry about the one enemy. You're gonna leap and grab me. We'll just punch you to death. There's no problem with that. And we'll be able to pull... No, we won't be able to pull him out of that damage. We'll have to knock him with the charge, which we'll be able to do. So, no problem there. Alright, so we just punch. You're dead. Okay. Move to you. Actually, you need to get out of the way. Just move you there. You go here and charge, and he'll fall off. Okay, that should be it. So that was a nice perfect island for us. We got all of our objectives. We should get our island reward. So, in this case, I'm going to take the pilot, even though we don't need it. And the reason I'm going to take the pilot is because I'd like to unlock the pilots. But let's see what else we've got. So we've got a teleporter. So it's going to swap positions. That would be on our science class. And then we've got the +2 grid, which would up our defense by 4%. Let's go with this guy here, though. What does he do? That can act twice if it does not move. And he's not leveled up yet, so... Interesting, a power that requires 2 reactor power, though. So I'm still going to select it. Alright. So I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.